Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News, episode 253. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the video branch here, and welcome back to another episode of WWE News and Rumors. So I'm sorry this is going up a little bit late today. The reason why is it's Wednesday. Wednesday is always the slow snooze day, as I say like a million times here on the channel before. So just doing a little scrambling to scrape up all the goodness. So we got some good stuff to talk about today. So this is WWE News and Rumors episode 253, and here we go. Alright, the first news story. The first news story is about SmackDown Live. As we all know, it is moving to Fox this fall, and there's a new logo. So here's the new logo, wherever corner I put it in. I don't know which corner I'm going to put it in. But the new logo, personally, I think it looks pretty damn good. I think it looks better than the old logo, and thank God they dropped the Live from SmackDown Live. It's like, yeah, Raw's Live, but if we don't call it Raw Live, let's just welcome to Raw Live. It just sounds stupid. It just sounds stupid. So we got Raw, SmackDown, both shows are live, just as they should be, so everything's fine now. So Fox are advertising already, and this is the logo that they're advertising. So we can assume this is the new logo for SmackDown. So let me know what you think of the new logo down below. Alright, the next news story. The next news story isn't necessarily about WWE directly or anybody in WWE directly, but he used to be in WWE. So I don't know if you guys remember Brodus Clay from WWE. I guess he did better in TNA under the other name, but anyway, there's like some allegations against him or whatever. So apparently he had a show on Fox. I didn't know he had a show on Fox or Fox News or whatever, something. I don't know, but this is like the headline: former WWE star Brodus Clay, and it's like sexual misconduct right next to his name, and I'm like, oh God, what the hell did he do? And then you read it, it's like he texted someone. I'm like, oh, that just like it's still it's still gonna be messed up if the person didn't want, but like, I don't know, it just makes it seem like it's like a huge thing, but just the headline making you click on it, I guess. But just thought I would share there. So he's been like taken off of his show or whatever, but there's that. The next news story. The next news story is also about WWE moving to Fox, but it's not about SmackDown. So they're actually doing another show on Fox. So SmackDown is going to be every Friday on Fox, as we all know. They're moving to Friday. So I don't know how they're doing that traveling wise, because usually they can use the same ring from Raw and then just move it to a town maybe an hour or two away, and then tape up the ropes blue, and then it would just be fine, or whatever. Or sometimes they have the. I guess it just depends on the situation, because sometimes they do it both ways. But I don't know how they're gonna do this, because they have to have two separate things, and traveling expenses for them are gonna be a lot more. But I guess they're getting a lot of money from Fox, so it doesn't matter to them. Plus they're making tons of money from Saudi. It doesn't really matter to them, I don't guess. But that's just something I wanted to mention. So there's no longer a wrestling show on Tuesday, and they realized that. So now there's gonna be a wrestling show on Tuesday. So Monday, Tuesday, Friday, but the Tuesday show isn't an actual wrestling show. It's like an in-studio talk show. It's going to be on Fox Sports 1. The rumored host is going to be Renee Young. I mean, there's no confirmed host right now, but it is confirmed this is happening. There's going to be a studio WWE show on Fox Sports 1 on Tuesday nights. And then Friday is going to be SmackDown. Monday's going to be Raw, but Monday is going to be on USA Network, all those stuff. It's going to be on the Fox channels. So, yeah, the studio show, Tuesday nights, Fox Sports 1. It looks like Renee Young is going to be hosting it. Alright guys, so those were actually the few news stories I had to talk to you guys about today. And now we're going to use one of my catchphrases, which is on a t-shirt with a juice box, which is available in my merch store. And that is all the news stories, guys. And now we're going to talk about some juicy rumors. The first rumor is about Sasha Banks. Okay. So let's take a minute here. Let's just recap, because I think it's been well over a month since I last mentioned Sasha Banks. So we don't know. Sasha Banks just went completely missing. No one knows where she went. Just went up in the air, kind of like CM Punk did. But the whole thing about the whole CM Punk situation, we didn't know what the hell happened to Punk until like way later. But the whole Sasha thing, we got rumors going around and like backstage, with people like spies backstage or whatever. I don't know. But the rumor is she's like unhappy, and like there was like there's been like fighting backstage between her and then whatever, and she wants more, and she's unhappy creatively and all this other stuff. And that's why Dean Ambrose left, because he was unhappy creatively, which I completely understand. But like everyone was assuming, Sasha Banks, she's never coming back to WWE. She's done. Like, she's just gonna let her contract run out. She can't wrestle anywhere right now, but she's gonna wait for her contract to run out. And there was like rumors going around that they could actually freeze her contract due to a clause in the contract. So they could basically be like, you have to wrestle for us and finish up your contract wrestling, or you're literally never going to be able to wrestle again anywhere in the world, which is very messed up. But apparently Sasha Banks and Vince McMahon actually had a meeting. I don't believe this was at a show. I believe she actually flew out to somewhere. I don't know if it was at the headquarters or somewhere else. But they had a meeting and they discussed everything. And apparently they were able to reach a deal, and she was happy with it. He was okay with it, and it seems like everything's okay there now. And Sasha Banks might be returning soon. All we know is she's doing stuff for WWE right now. She's actually filming stuff for WWE 2K20 already. She's in the WWE Studios whole thing. So she's working with WWE again. It looks like she's gonna be returning here pretty soon. All right, the next rumor. The next rumor is about Triple H. So, Triple H, here's the thing. He's a wrestler, but he's also the COO of WWE, so he can book himself to win matches all the time. This is something I've mentioned, all the time. I'm like, he can just book himself to win the match. It doesn't matter. Recently, since, I don't know, past few years, he's just been, booking himself win every single match. I don't remember, whatever. But Triple H has put himself in a match. This is something else he can do. He can book himself to win. He can also just throw himself into matches for no reason. So, one of the matches he's thrown, so they're doing a mini tour, WWE, they're doing a mini tour of Japan or whatever. And the main event of these shows, or I don't know if it's just one show or shows, I would imagine it's multiple shows, because usually when they do a tour, each show is the same thing. I don't know if anyone knows this, but I just want to stress this because I've made this mistake before. Let's say you live somewhere, and they're doing a house show there, and you're going to that house show, and you're like, oh, the next night they're doing a house show, another house show, and it's only an hour and a half from me. If you go to a show one night, and then you go to the show the next night, and it's the same brand, they're both Raw shows or they're both SmackDown shows, you're literally going to watch the same exact show over and over and over, because it's just deja vu, because the moves are the same, the finishes are the same. I remember one time I went to a house show, and remember the main event, I remember all the moves they did, the teasing, all the things they did. Went to the show the next night, same exact stuff. Same teasing, same moves, same everything. And I'm like, so this is literally time traveling. I'm experiencing the same show over and over and over. So yeah, don't go to two house shows in the same tour, because it's the same exact show, unless it's a different brand. If it's a Raw house show than a SmackDown house show, that's fine. But that's just my little tip there for people who are going to WWE shows. But basically, he's booked himself into this. It's going to be AJ Styles. It's supposed to be AJ Styles, Carl Anderson, and Luke Gallows together, because it's Japan, and it's kind of a New Japan, whole thing, Bullet Club type thing. It's just supposed to draw really well. Well, AJ Styles, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, that seems really good. Them all together again. Them wrestling all together again, but Triple H just randomly, completely randomly, just added himself into this whole situation. So it's not AJ Styles, Carl Anderson, and Luke Gallows. It is now AJ Styles, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, and Triple H teaming up. I'm like, what sense does that make? All right, the next rumor. The next rumor, we are going to talk about the whole Goldberg and Undertaker match situation. So, if you don't know, Undertaker and Bill Goldberg, or Goldberg, whatever we want to call him there, they were set to be main eventing one of the biggest shows of the year, supposedly bigger than WrestleMania. It's the second WrestleMania or whatever, because the Saudi shows they put more work into than any other show, even though they don't really promote, they promote them that much, but they don't have a good build up to them or whatever. And it's just really we're just throwing this crap together because they're paying us a lot of money. We're just bringing back stars because they're paying us a lot of money. WrestleMania doesn't mean anything anymore. Might as well just have WrestleMania every year in Saudi. But anyway, they were supposed to be main eventing the show. And what happened is Goldberg ended up knocking himself out in the beginning of the match. And he wasn't the same for the rest of the match. So it was basically botch, flop. It was just terrible. It just, the match was over as soon as he knocked himself out. It was we're trying, but we're failing. You know what I mean? So here's some rumors about it after the match. Obviously, Undertaker won, and the rumored reasoning that Undertaker won is because he represents WWE, and Goldberg, yeah, he represents WCW, and WWE obviously put WCW out of business if we want to do the whole thing there. where WWE has to win, the whole Sting versus Triple H thing all over again. So that was the reason Undertaker was booked to win. But here's some rumors about the whole situation where the match got messed up. So, obviously Goldberg, he hit his head on the post, he knocked himself out. That's fact, or whatever. So after the match, they both went backstage, and apparently, I mean, obviously Undertaker's upset. He was wanting a wonderful match, and it just got all messed up, and he was very upset at Goldberg. But then they got into like a screaming match backstage. They started like just going off on each other. And they were both like screaming at each other, claiming each other were unsafe workers in the ring and were just like terrible. And Goldberg was saying Undertaker is an unsafe worker and always has been or whatever. And then Undertaker saying Goldberg's an unsafe worker. Whatever we want to think there, but WWE officials had to break up the whole altercation thing. And basically, WWE, the side they are choosing is with Undertaker. They're thinking the whole thing was Goldberg's fault. I don't necessarily know it's his fault. I mean, it's on him. He's the reason, I guess, that the match didn't go as planned, but at the same time, he didn't knock himself out on purpose. He didn't ruin this match on purpose or whatever, but based on this and how bad this went, I don't see them bringing back Goldberg, at least not anytime soon. Undertaker, I can see them bringing him back. I mean, there's talk of them not bringing back either one of them. But I think like they had phenomenal careers, both of them, and I don't think they should go out like that on just a terrible botched match and just an off night or whatever. I think I'm not necessarily against each other, but I believe they should have at least one more match or whatever. But Undertaker, he's been like kind of teasing or hinting at that he doesn't want to wrestle anymore. They're forcing him to wrestle. Like someone posted something about these guys are too old to wrestle, they're going to get hurt, someone's going to get like really messed up, or something really bad's going to happen, and Undertaker actually like liked it on his like official account or whatever. So it's just kind of like a hint, because he doesn't really like a lot of, like, he doesn't, like he posts now, it's weird that Undertaker has social media now. I don't know if I'm alone here, but he doesn't, like, he posts stuff, but he doesn't really, I don't think, like that much stuff, so him liking that's like a big statement. It's like, oh, yeah, he's unhappy. Or whatever, but I'm sure we'll hear more about it. I don't know how long they're going to continue Undertaker wrestling, but as for Goldberg, we can guess he's not going to be coming back anytime soon. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the video, unfortunately. This is going to be the final news story, the final rumor, the final thing I will be talking about in this video. So, this is messed up. So, it's about Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon is getting a push. For some reason, I like Shane turned heel, which is fine. Like, it was heels, their faces, it's whatever. But why would you push? And if you don't know what a push is, it's like where you like give them momentum. It's hard to explain, I guess. It's just where they're like winning all the time, and they're just like climbing the ladder of being like, "Hi, I'm back," and then being like, "I beat this person, beat this person, beat this person, beat this person, beat this person," and then they climb all the way up. I kind of push them like WWE, because it's like, you know, it's kind of like a scripted thing. They kind of like plan to push them all the way up to the top. And I don't know why they're pushing Shane. Why not someone else? I don't know why they can use Shane, you know, like an older, more experienced person. I guess we could, even though Shane's not really like a full-on like trained wrestler or whatever, to kind of like give experience to wrestlers and kind of teach things and kind of build them up. Like he could build up Drew or something, but no, it's all going to be on Shane. And what's the payoff for this push? What is the ultimate goal? How far are they going up the ladder with the Shane push? And they're actually going all the way up, guys. They're actually going all the way up the ladder, which means, and I don't know, do not hold me to this if this doesn't come true, because rumors, take it with a grain of salt. They could be true, they could not be true. It could have been the plan, but Vince changes his mind every 5 seconds, so it's completely impossible to like be like, okay, this is the plan, this is what's happening, because it's not, because he changes his mind like every 5 seconds, and then he might come back to the idea, or he might just completely forget about the idea, who knows. But the idea is Shane McMahon is winning the WWE Championship. I'm just going to spit it out there. Shane McMahon is winning the WWE Championship. The plan is the person who's beating Kofi Kingston for his WWE Championship is going to be Shane McMahon. That's just messed up. That's just messed up in my opinion. Like, I get he's the boss's son or whatever, but the guy is not an up-and-coming wrestler. You guys know what I mean? Like, he's been a wrestler for what? We want to call him a wrestler. I mean, no offense to him. He's had some great moments, but he's not, you know, he's not a not like he was wrestling on the indies and he's like got signed and all this other stuff and he's been professionally trained and all this. I mean, he's just kind of learned on the job. I mean, he's good now, but it's just like, really, this boss's son is just gonna come in and swoop up the title like that. It's whatever though, guys. Let me know what your opinion is on that down below. But thanks for watching this video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. This is my new studio. If you didn't see yesterday's news episode, just check it out. But that was the first video in this studio. I'm working on the echo. Hopefully it wasn't too echoey. This video, I actually haven't done anything to the actual room, but I'm trying to fix the echo a little bit in editing. So hopefully the sound doesn't get messed up and it helps the sound instead of making it worse. Maybe you can compare the two videos and let me know what you guys think. But thanks for watching. I'll let you guys go because this video is long as hell and I need to upload it because it's already getting late. But I appreciate you guys watching. There's going to be more content here on the channel other than just news. We're just trying to get things started back up. I'm wanting to do multiple videos every day here soon, but we're just getting things built back up here. And if there's anything you guys want to see, let me know. But anyway, I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a like. And if you're on the channel, make sure to subscribe. Remember, it is absolutely free. I will see you guys in the next video.